Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good end to their week, having a good start to the weekend. I have had a very hectic, chaotic, crazy kind of week. My life has been turned upside down in so many ways. So I'm excited to get into the botanical garden build tonight. This is the mug of the stream. Got my little rainbow action, has a little quote inside. Says, you make the world a brighter place just by being in it. And y'all definitely do. But happy Friday, Azula. How you doing? I've been looking at apartments the past couple of days. And boy, oh boy, can I not make up my mind at all. And it's just really hard because I'm trying to be responsible and save as much money as I can. So it's like gonna be a downsize more than likely, and it's just really hard, and I'm being a little bit pickier than I usually would be because of that, and I cannot, there's always something I don't like. There's always a big con. There's always like a big pro, but then a big con for each apartment. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Don't make me make decisions right now. So I went out of town again today, and I've been looking in Richmond, and then I actually went to Fredericksburg today, which is a lot closer. It's like half the distance pretty much to Richmond. Not as much to do. It's like very much a smaller town, but I can get basically the apartment of my dreams that I'm looking at, like looking for everything I'm looking for. It's just not a great location. I don't like the location at all. So I'm just like, I'm very torn right now versus saving more money, getting everything I want, but hate the location, versus being in a location I like better, spending a little bit more money and kind of having like the compromise. I don't know. So I'm gonna start yapping because I'm sure a lot of y'all don't care about that, but we're gonna get into the game here on our botanical garden lot that we've been doing for a little bit. Oh, let me turn this off. That's from our Pride build that we're still working through. So this is what we're looking like right now. Still have quite a bit to do. It's barren, especially on this side. So we kind of laid out the topiaries at the end or toward the end of the last stream for the green part, and we worked on the greenhouse. So we're gonna get back into that tonight. It was this area, which is like a kind of vivarium, terrarium, and fun. We'll have our bees, we'll have butterflies, fire, all of that good stuff over here. So it's like a fun little space. So now, like, trying to get into plants like we were selling, pretty much working on. I don't know why I'm just kind of losing my mind. So I'm thinking, well, figure out more of the flower arranging table. These on top of the have. This one's a little bit small, and maybe we could have kind of cute for the rainbow aspect. Maybe put that. My stream's a bit, I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe it's, hopefully won't have to deal with that for much longer. I like don't want to deal with this. I'm so ready to move out of this. I want. This is for the green team. So whenever y'all get to this point, comments. Explain why it was a bit quiet whenever I was just gonna dive into the game. Laggy. Far behind the stream is. I actually have a whole formula as well. So now, after having, there's this one complex. And put, but on top of that, first of all, why? Second of all their 2-bedroom is to get a second bedroom. Hey Undercover, how's it going? The stream is really laggy tonight. I hope it's not like super choppy. I hope it's just lag, but y'all will eventually hear me answer your questions. Oh, we could do the rainbow swatch. That's perfect. And then maybe we do the pink on that. Those look so interesting. The texture on these. It's very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I think that one's cute. Let's do this one. And then we'll get some more plants for the inside. Hopefully the stream catches up, though, eventually. I don't know. I keep trying to, like, refresh my stream manager on Twitch to see. Oh, it looks like it is. It looks like it's catching up. These would be cute on this table. Okay. Oh my gosh. Of course it's got to fit everywhere. Actually, I'm fine with it being there. We can put that there. Maybe do that. I thought it'd be fun to do a stream where I like do all the floor plans so y'all can see the options that I have. And then we could just chat about it. But I don't know. I was like, well, I already promised that we would do the botanical gardens yesterday, and then I had to move the stream. Mia's doing a little bit better today. If you didn't know, she got really sick whenever I picked her up yesterday. She got sick in my car a couple of times. It was pretty bad. She actually had to like kind of sit in it, and I couldn't do anything. I was driving and stuck in traffic. So she was very uncomfortable. She like kind of contorted her body a little bit. Let me put this over here. To stay out of it as best she could. Bless her heart. She tried. She really did. She's a trooper. And then, lo and behold, this morning, she was limping. So she's going through it. Mia is not having a great time right now. And so, like, on top of everything else yesterday, that's why I needed to, like, be like, let's cancel the stream, let's move it, because I was just getting very overwhelmed with everything and not feeling confident about the move and stuff, too. So it was just not a very great day. And I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up at 3 and stayed up for over an hour. My thoughts were just racing, and then I kind of just went in and out of sleep for about 3 hours after that. So it's been rough for me, y'all. So I appreciate your patience. I really do miss streaming and like getting my content out and doing my YouTube videos and stuff. I've gotten a little behind on that. It's just a busy time right now. It's just gonna be for the next month or so. It's gonna be a little hectic, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out. Everything's gonna be okay. And it'll be all good. Maybe I can take a little bit of a break during the stream tonight, and I can like share the videos and pictures with y'all. I don't know how I'd do it yet. I'd probably put it on Google Drive or something, and then y'all can see what I toured today. I'd like to get your input on it. You know, and that could be fun in and of itself. Oh yeah, the flowers here with the rainbow swatch. Oh no, the ticket didn't print. Mel, your ticket didn't print. Why did your ticket not print? No. I actually had my computer off for 2 days straight. If that tells you how busy I've not been on my computer at all for 2 days straight. So I wouldn't be surprised if something is a little borked right now. Subscription. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Mel. We got it. Sorry, I feel so much better now that it's fixed. Or at least got it printed. Okay, Mel, I'm gonna put you up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna put you up here on the sub tree. There you go. Oh. Oh, you did, didn't you? Oh my gosh. You're my first tier 3, I think. Thank you so much. I was like looking at the general alert. I didn't pay attention that it was tier 3. Thank you so much. You got the new mug. You got the new mug emote. I wonder if now I can make more emotes for tier 3. I hope you're doing okay. I know that you said earlier this week that you've had kind of a it seemed like not so great of a week, but I hope you're doing okay. I feel like a lot of us are going through it right now. Put one of these down here. I kind of like the idea of just having a couple of these as pots, like not actually putting a plant in them. We'll put some of those. Don't want that. Maybe we could put one of these. Meanwhile, I've already figured it out and y'all still don't know because the stream is so far behind. Great way to start. Great way to start the day. Of course, Sims is going to be simming extra tonight. Not doing what I want it to do. Maybe we could put like a little tree over here. That'd be cute. Oh, this is good to know. We get a purple one of these. Oh, I want to go ahead and grab this. Maybe we could incorporate it in our purple section. Don't worry, Mel. I got it figured out. You're going to find out 5 minutes into the future. You just messaged, it's no biggie. Just so you know, as a reference point for how far behind the stream is. I really hope that figures itself out later. We can put some of these over here. I'm just going to put one for right now, and I'll come back and fill that in a little bit more. Get some of these. This would be cute to put on the table, I think. And also, Mel, you know me. I'm not going to let it go. I got to fix it. You know how I am. I got to make everyone suffer while I try to figure out what's going on or why something's not working. Y'all know. Y'all know. Oh, I could do this as a cheat so I don't have to get my little cube out. What? I don't want it up there, though. All of them are the little faces. We can put that one there, too. Mercury retrograde. Is it Mercury retrograde? It very well could be because of that. Let's see here. I want to get some more of these pots for the bottom. I like using the bottom for like pots and things like that. Enchanted by nature. Also, we need to keep, let's see, keep an eye out. Oh. Let me put, don't make me have to alt place this. Or tool mod it, whatever the word is. I'm gonna have to tool mod it. We can get a couple of these. And then this comes in like some pretty, yeah, I want to get some of those. We can do that one, or let's maybe, no, I'll leave it like that. And then we're gonna sink y'all down just a little bit. Oh, that's still floating. It's still floating. Feeding the kitties. How are the kitties doing? Get one of those, and then we can get the other green one too. This one's more of a blue, I guess, but kind of the same vibe. Maybe make this one smaller, and we can put this one up here. I gotta figure out like what I want to put here and how I want to wrap this around too. Like we're gonna definitely put some of this, some of the little rock vibes. Gotta figure out how I want to do this necessarily though. Yeah, a water feature could be nice. This is really big when it's sized up. I don't want it that big, I don't think. Let me see what I can do with this. 1.7. And then I need to elevate it. Let's sink it. And then I'll fill in all the space around it too. Let's see, we'll do like 1.4. I don't want it all to be super uniform. Yeah, something like that. Blah, 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 blah. And then what we'll do is we'll copy this and actually size it down smaller so we get a little more of like a taper effect off of the edge here. I think that'll be really cool. Oh, did I just get a sub? I'm confused. Oh, YouTube. It was YouTube. Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't seeing it anywhere. Ari, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Let's see. We're going to elevate, or not elevate. We need to scale that to like 0.8. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And then there's a suggestion of a water feature. I'm trying to think about what we would do. It's on this weird incline that I kind of want to keep. I do want it to be like a hill. Ideas. I like the idea of a water feature. I just got to figure out what it would be. Like we have the fountains as well. If we were to put a fountain, but I would need flatter terrain for that. We have these. I have an idea. I have no idea how it will work though, or look for that matter. Actually, I might try and make it look a little bit more uniform. Let me see something. I don't know how low I need these to go. How low can you go? How low can you go? Get out of my way. Okay, so what if I actually... I don't know how much further I can go. Oh, no. 0.2. That's 0.2. Yeah, that gets into the ground too far. Okay, put that back. This isn't gonna work the way I wanted it to. It could if I rotate them. It could if I rotate them. Okay, so it was where I needed it. I just didn't see it. I need to rotate it. I think it's just 90 degrees. Okay, minus 180 now because, or just 180 because it didn't go the way I needed it to. I should have done minus 90. Okay, so now I'm trying to, like, in case it's not clear yet, build it into the hillside a little bit more so is the idea. I still feel like I want that to be a little bit more forward, though. Bring it forward and lower it. There we go. Now it's getting there. Now it be doing kind of what I want it to be doing. Horror stuff. There's a YouTube channel called Mr. Ballin. Is it Mr. Ballin or Mr. Ballin? I'll have to check it out. I do love me some creepy horror and true crime stuff. Man, I don't hate to admit it. I'm not ashamed of it, but I know I get judged for it. But I am someone who really, really likes true crime and murder documentaries and things like that. I want to be careful with how I say I enjoy it. I find it interesting. I like to try to solve it before I know who did what and figure out all of the details myself. So please do not take that out of context. Okay. Let's see. I might make them more that color. No, actually, I think I like the base swatch on that. I'm thinking of making this like a place where we have benches and stuff. Which is why I'm like getting so kind of technical with it, I guess. And then I have another idea. I just gotta think through it for a second. Bum, 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 bum. So if I build... If I put a wall there... Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I know this is weird right now. Just bear with me while I try to figure out how I want to do this. I'm trying to think of like a cool little feature. I could have that clip into that a little bit. It's not a big deal. I don't want to block these windows too much. So I think 3 might be enough. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Yeah, I might bring that out. I don't think that's gonna look great unless I have it higher. It's the only thing. And then what I'll do, I want to figure out how I can make this come out all the way. Yeah, I might just, that's not the shape I want though. There's not enough room. Not enough room. Just gonna complain. Not enough room, I need more room. Give me more room. Do that. Yeah, it breaks that. Don't want to break that further. I'll do this. I'll bring that out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, game. You know what I'm trying to do. You're just gonna make it extra difficult for me. I know this still might not make sense what I'm trying to do yet. And that's okay, because I have an idea. I don't know if you can actually do a fountain like this right here, can you? No. Can't put a fountain on top of a platform. This is kind of silly how they make you have to piece it. There's this stupid boundary of the lot. Can do that though. Boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom. Boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and put. Oh no! I need the fountains, not the rocks. Aren't these supposed to be? I don't want just a plain rocks. Where are the fountains? What? Okay. Do. Well, that one kind of blends. Actually, it doesn't really. But, you know, it's close enough. Or we could do the lighter color. The idea here is that people can also walk inside this building, so it's like they can still see through the window here, which is why I'm also wanting the fountain to carry all the way to the back side. So it's a feature all the way around. Boom. Boom. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. It'll be fun. And I'm going to put plants in these. So I'm treating these like planter boxes in a way. Is the idea there. Vibing with the vision. We vibing. We be vibing. That'd be interesting. Wouldn't work very well because you can see the platform. But would be interesting nonetheless. Let's see, what are we gonna... use for our stone. I mean, I could use this actually from Enchanted by Nature. I like the idea of that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to use that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What if we actually did the white trim? I like how that pops off of that. And it goes with the greenhouse, or not greenhouse, the vivarium area. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Let's see. Bow, 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 bow. Trying to think like which ones. Let me go to this for a second. What plants do we want here? Dun, dun. I like the idea of the lavender. Like, I get this is technically like the green area, but I just don't know. Honestly, it could be kind of cool to have these sized down or even big. We have the topiary stuff over here. Could be interesting. We could still like put some bushes and stuff around them. It's just be kind of an interesting take on it. Oh, wait. Yeah, like these plants would look really cool over here. These types of plants. Maybe that. We'll see. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Dadgummit. I can't change the color of those. I just put those there. I think I like this better. Yeah, I think I like that. We could have different colors. These are so big. use the tool mod. I'm gonna scale that up to like 0.82-ish. It'd be a little bit bigger. Oops. Need to find some other green plants that are kind of neutral. Okay, let's see. I kind of like the idea of doing like the white on that. Maybe scoot this over to the center. And then we could have like another topiary of some sort. We'll figure out something to put at the base of the trees. Been having some storms coming through. I size this all the way down. Yeah, something like this is what I'm looking for. Put this down here. I don't think I like it on that. Scale it up and rotate it this way. Just to give it a little more something, some oomph. Rotate it this way. I think that's kind of cute. I'm not like in love with it. I feel like I want to do something a little bit different, but I don't know what yet. Let me go ahead and change the half wall size. I didn't make it the same as I had before. Nasty Gatsby, thanks for the follow. We're watering our little flower. Where are we? 2 out of 10 for the stream so far? I don't like that it puts it over here though, because I don't like the way that looks. Maybe we can scoot that fountain up a little bit more. Thank you, Leah. Oh yes, save. Thanks for the save. Well, we're just gonna leave that. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not worrying about it. We're not worrying about it. We're not worrying about it. We're not worrying about it. I also don't know why the corners here are so... I guess because it's a diagonal is why. This game just does not like anything that is diagonal. I'm going to put this on the outside and the inside, and then I'm going to put this on the bottom. And then, you know what could be kind of cute? It might not. Might not be. But I like the floral water. Oh, we have that in the pond. Maybe that's too much, doing it in both. No, that. We could do this, where it has like some leaves and sticks in it. I'll leave the flowers for now. And then we can do some of the like cute little objects. Maybe we could get a couple of lily pads, just like plain lily pads. You can put that there. Maybe a set like right here. And then what if we actually got like a duck or set of ducks? I know it might glitch because I think it's supposed to have like this full, what is it, a 4x4 area, but we can have ducks. I kind of want ducks. And then maybe like some dragonflies kind of in the area a little. And then I'll get the candles to put here for nighttime. Where are you? Well, what are they called? Also, why can I not, like, I can picture them? It's not these. I feel like they should be showing up right now. Lighting. I don't know if that's considered outdoor. It could be. It's not. Here we go. The blooming lights. That's what I'm talking about. City living. I don't know why I couldn't remember that they were city living. And they could have, yeah, they could have been in outdoor lighting. I didn't see them though. I could have overlooked it though. I definitely would not be surprised if I had. Also, why do they look completely translucent? Like, are they are on top, okay. Is it my reshade? No, it's just the way it is. I want those, I think. It's kind of weird. But that's really pretty at nighttime. Just to have some little candle lights. We could put like a couple of singles in this area. It's a nice little vibe. Hey, that's a cool little space. And then I will carry the terrain paint over. Just, again, not the final product. Okay. So it's just for a temporary path. I'm not going to actually go back and refine the paths and stuff until we're pretty much close to being done. things are going to be constantly changing, but I'm thinking we could actually have it go kind of up in this area like that, where it's like basically a patio almost. It's completely covered. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to finish this, because that's kind of unfinished looking right now. But we could go ahead and grab more of the benches. We can put a bench right here. I want a white bench, actually. Do something like that. The love struck bench could be really pretty. I like that better, I think. Put a couple of benches here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why is everything so sensitive? Stop. Don't move. Stop. Leave the area and just say, what's it? Stop. Don't touch. Leave the area and just say no. It's like from the, was that from DARE or like the, you know, the anti-drug program or something? I don't remember why that I'm thinking of that, but it's something like stop, don't touch, leave the area and just say no. It's funny how things like that stick with you for years. It's like ingrained, which is a good thing, I guess. Let's see. I don't know what I want to do here. I don't know if I'm going to want to keep this. I'm just kind of curious to see what it looks like. I know I'm like covering up that one completely, but that's kind of the idea. We're just seeing what fits the vibe, what passes the vibe check. Bow, bow, bow. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, y'all. I'm like really jamming out tonight to this music. I don't know why. It's like it's just it's making me feel something, which is kind of ridiculous. -2. Ooh, I almost did it. Whoops. No, it's still not level. Boom, 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 ba-doom, boom. Y'all, I'm still drinking coffee that I got yesterday. So if you're not in the Discord, would love to have you join the Discord, because we talk about more than just The Sims in the Discord. We do talk about Sims and things going on in The Sims, but we talk about a lot of things outside of Sims, and I like to share things about my life. And I've been apartment hunting, but like every apartment I went and toured, I like got a coffee at a coffee shop nearby, and I kept getting cold brews, and like I'd finish one and then I'd still have some, but I like carry a water bottle, and I also had a protein shake bottle with me. I drank my protein shake. I ended up like having some left over, and I needed to get to the next tour, so I poured it into my protein bottle. And then I went to the next coffee shop, eventually got another order. So I had my other one in my backpack, and then I was carrying around the other one. So it's like I had 2 extra cold brews. But I will say I hadn't found some better coffee than what I get here yet. I have my place here. It's expensive. I will say, like, it at least is good given the price. But I didn't find a spot that quite measured up just yet. And I'm sure there is one. Richmond has a ton of coffee shops. I just gotta find it. I'm just gonna have to find it. Okay, I think I'm finally done finagling things there. Now what I'm gonna do is kind of fill this in with some plants and greenery, and I think it'll be fun to match the vibes of what we have going on over here. I don't mean this as an insult, but that makes me think of church growing up. With the ooh thing where there is, I'll never forget, like towards the end of the service, we would sing, and it would be like the call for people who want to, you know, dedicate their lives. But we'd sing a song always to end the church service. But then there was always a point where the like choir, the singers would kind of take a moment for the preacher to speak after we'd been singing some. It was kind of like a bridge almost to the song, but instead of singing, it was just a sermon like calling on people. And so while he was talking, they would just be in the background kind of doing vocals like that. Ooh, like, see that? That's what it's making me think of. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. I don't know if anything I just said made any sense. If you hadn't been to church, it probably doesn't. But I kid you not, at least for every Baptist sermon, every Baptist church I've ever been to, that is always a thing where you have your like last song to close off the sermon, and they always kind of have a moment where everyone stops singing and the preacher is just talking for a minute or two while the music's still going in the background. It's kind of a funny thing to think of. Anyway, it's kind of funny. I don't know. We could use these. I could even clip them in and it would work. No, I don't like that. That's ugly. Let's see. Let me see. Jungle Adventure has really fun greenery that I've been using. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything out, so I can put more of these as well. I don't like the color of this one. Let me grab this. And the thing is like, especially if you grew up with it, it's not, it sounds more uncomfortable than it is. It's just like the final kind of like part of his sermon. Like he's encouraging people to, I guess, end on a high note. I don't know. It's just kind of a funny thing though. Not like haha funny, but y'all get what I'm saying. I don't usually like my landscaping to be super uniform, but maybe I could do have some uniformity to it. These are so big. I love these plants, but they are so big. Maybe you could put some of these in the back. And then we have some other plants. I think it's Realm of Magic. I'm gonna have to turn debug on. Where is it? San Mateo, welcome in. Thanks for the 6 streams. How are you doing? Yeah, these. I love these. You need a big plant that has good coverage. This is one of them. This might be a little too big. The grid on it is a bit awkward, I will say. So I'm gonna have to like sink it in myself, which is a little obnoxious. I'm gonna put it there and raise it up, actually. Oh, that's cute. That looks good right there. I like that. Let's see. That's not gonna work. Yeah, it's a really good plant. It's great for corners too. Trying to think about. I would like to use ferns. I'm just trying to have like lush greenery. I don't want like a lot of flowers necessarily for this part of the gardens. This isn't what I want. Oh, I just turned debug off. It's like, no wonder I can't find what I want. Fern. I was also in the wrong section. There we go. I can put some ferns up in here. I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. Like, I kind of like the aspect of this being overgrown a little. I just don't like the gap here. That ruins it. I like the level of these two. Which means, y'all know what that means. Let me see. Fern. Nope, not firm. Fern. Can get this and kind of get the same effect somewhat. Let me put this like right there. You wish garden was a lot type in The Sims? Yeah, me too. That would be really nice. I think I'm just going to call this a park. I think that's what I'm going to have to call it. I mean, in a way, it kind of is a park. It's like a glorified park. But garden would definitely be more the vibe. Especially like a garden, you know, like growing fruits and vegetables and things like that. It'd be cute to do like a community garden lot. I think that would be really cute. Y'all, I'm getting a phone call from Comcast. Are they watching my stream or something? That's not my current internet provider, but I feel like they're trying to sell me something. They're like, hey, Dr. Sims, we see that you have a lot of internet issues. Maybe we could help with that. Y'all better not be giving Comcast my phone number now. I don't know how y'all would have it, but I wouldn't put it past you. Y'all are pretty smart. Y'all are a smart bunch. Yeah, found me. Enchanted by Nature would have been a perfect opportunity to add in a garden lot. Yeah, you are very right. It was a missed opportunity, I think, from that standpoint. I agree with you. I hadn't actually thought about that, but yeah, that would have been really cute if they had done that. Like, give us a new garden lot type with the pack. Yeah, always missing opportunities. No, thank you. Don't want that. I don't like the shadow on that. Have I mentioned before how much I don't like doing things on inclines? Just making sure. Honestly, this from Journey to Batu is really perfect for this area. I think it's kind of a fun greenery item to use and incorporate. Thanks for the follow, Raining Promise Roses. Ooh, that's a pretty name. I like that. We got our little sprout. We got our little sprout now. We watered our little plant. We're getting there. Wait, did that just... Yeah, it did. It did. It did just. It did just. Only annoying thing about this is how I'm going to have to place these and then sync them. That's pretty close. Let's rotate this way. Do that. Put one of these off to the side. Let me go ahead and sink you down. Figure out where you need to go. That was too low. I had a feeling that was going to be too low. Something like that. Let's rotate you maybe more that way. Put you about right there. There we go. We're kind of starting to fill it in a little bit. We still have some pieces to figure out, but we're getting there slowly but surely. I'm curious. I can press the right button here. Use this instead for a round. I don't know if it's gonna match the greenery elsewhere though. That kind of does a little bit better. Ooh, the light color is kind of cool looking. Ooh. Mayhaps. Bum-bum. Do-do-do-do-dum. Bum-bum. Do something like that. Put one of those there. Man, I'm hearing some thunder. That's a car. If y'all just heard that. That is not thunder. We have that big space here too to fill in. Oh, this has like the hanging stuff. I don't want to use that. That is really pretty, but I don't want to put that on the ground. This is taking a minute. I can't like figure out what I want. I'm more familiar with the flowers and stuff, so like trying to just stick with greenery, I don't know. These are so flat, I feel like they would have to go on like an end or something like that. Can make it look like it's growing up on the fountain a little bit more. This is one of those things where it's like you gotta trust the process and just know it's gonna take a while, but I think it'll look really pretty when it's done, and I think it'll be worth it. Ooh, I actually like the idea of this. You can get little pops of like the white. I don't know if I want it there. Oh. I could put the big one over here just to fill this in. I don't know, that's kind of weird looking. Maybe size it down. Yeah, that's better. I could put these in around though, just to fill in some spaces. Put a small one there. Doo-doo, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure if you're just tuning in, if you're new here, welcome in, first of all. But if you've just watched for a little bit, you should have enough channel points if you want to fill up your cup. Fill your cup up. It's our little check-in that we do where you can get a counter for every stream that you come to. So don't forget, even those of you who do hang out, because I forget to check in other people's streams all the time. So, oh, we got a fortune redemption. Mel. Fortune for Mel. If you don't give something, you will not get anything. I don't even know if that was in the frame, but if you don't give something, you will not get anything. Yeah, and timely. It's like, that could be a good one for me, too. It's kind of funny. Oh, these could have... I need like an in-between. Boop, boop. I like that in the back. Put one of those there, and then I could put another big one back there. Put that back. Bow, bow. Ba-da-da-dum. Get another one of these succulents. I'm thinking we just put one of these here. Oh, we gotta treat Mia. Thank you, Bruce, for the treat Mia. Let's do that. Let me save. Drop your treats in the chat. Mel's already on it. All of the treats. So I might have to help her, because I don't want her jumping on the bed. If y'all are not familiar or caught up, she, I'm assuming, has a sprain. I think she sprained her leg. She still tries to jump up and down on things, and she is successful at doing it. I just don't want her doing it. But let me go get her real quick. Yeah. There she is. Oh, yep, she jumped right up on the bed. Okay, well. So much for that. You ready? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You gotta say hi. Come over here. Ugh. Say hi. Say hi, everyone. How are you? This is her hurt leg right here. But like, that's why I think it's a sprain or something. Because you can touch it or whatever. Like, she doesn't react to it negatively. But if it doesn't get better in the next day or two, then I'm gonna have to take her to the vet. But Bruce got you a treat. Say thank you. Say thank you. You ready? All gone. Say thank you. Poor baby. She's had a rough couple days. Haven't you? Yeah. Okay. Ready? And please, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. You might see her hobble. Well, maybe not, because the chat's in the way. It's probably a good thing, though, because her butt is facing y'all. I don't know if y'all want to see her butt. And if you do, you might have some problems. Here, let me go let her down. I don't want her to jump down. She's actually, like, not limping very much. That's good. I had to do a double take just then. I was like, it looks like she's walking normal. Not quite yet, but pretty close. She yelped in the middle of the night. I think she just kind of landed wrong on something. But I think she's gonna be fine. I know her so well, y'all. Like, even in the car yesterday, probably about 3 or 4 minutes before she started getting sick, I knew it was going to happen. Like, I was trying to prep for it as much as I can. It's just like, you know, when you have fur babies, she's 8. Yeah. Like, and I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. So I just know by looking at her. I can look at her and it's like, I know instantly, oh, she's about to throw up. Like, it's like an instinct. It's a parental instinct. So it's just like yesterday. I knew what was about to happen before it happened. But Mark Simmer, welcome in. How are you doing? But like, I'm not super concerned about her leg just yet. She's had something like this happen before. I don't think as bad, but she has done something like this before, so I think she's gonna be fine. Did I just rotate by accident? This is what happens when I try to multitask sometimes. I do some really weird stuff. I meant to elevate. And by elevate, I mean lower. Yeah, thank you, Mel. I do too. Like I said, I'm not concerned. She's getting up there, you know, like she's getting older. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it because it makes me really sad. I'm like getting emotional just thinking about it. I need to change the subject. But she is getting older, so I think things like this are going to be more and more common. Yeah, this doesn't really work very well here. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. I actually like the shape of that, the contour of it, and how it goes into the hillside. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I wish dogs wouldn't get older either. I also just wish that dogs would not be so easily influenced by behavior, or like by responses, rather, like reacting to things. Because Mia, like, I feel like as she's gotten older, she's definitely become more and more anxious and become a lot more just generally scared of things. So it'd be nice if she didn't always remember every little negative experience that she's had, because I feel like every time something scares her or something, like, she's forever scared of it. Like, you can't untrain it at all. I'm sure you could in theory, but it's just like so many things that she's scared of now she used to not be scared of. And I think it's just because at one point in time it scared her, and so it will always scare her. And she's always been that way. Like, it's a struggle. You have to be very particular. I don't know why I keep doing the same thing. You have to be kind of particular with where you put her food bowls and stuff, because she doesn't want to like be on the floor. She hesitates from getting near the bowl because when she was a pup, she had a name tag that would hit the glass bowl and it scared her. She's never forgotten that, ever since then. For all these years, I have had so many issues with getting her to eat out of a bowl. It's just little things like that is what I mean from my comment. It's just like, I wish that she would just forget about it at some point. It would be nice. But I think dogs are very easily traumatized. Or she is, anyway. Just That Games, welcome in. Thanks for the 8 streams. Yeah, and like Mia, she used to not be scared of thunder. She used to not be scared of fireworks. And I remember being so surprised, especially when she was a puppy. And now she's become conditioned to be scared of them. It's interesting how as she gets older, she gets more and more scared of things. And you think it would be the other way around, where as you get older, you get more and more familiar and used to things. So it's just kind of, I don't know. It's a little funky. She's a little quirky. But honestly, it goes with her name so well, because that's why I named her Mia. She's named after Princess Mia from the Princess Diaries. Very klutzy, you know. So, I mean, she lives up to the expectation of her name. Can I get one of these sized down all the way? No, it's still pretty big. Oh, let me get a fern. Just like the singular fern. There you go, Raining Promise Roses. Got your first fill up. Whoop, whoop. Hope you get Princess Diaries 3 someday. I've been seeing so many clips of the new Devil Wears Prada being shot. I feel like I've seen half the movie just watching the clips on TikTok. I'm really excited about that, at least. But yeah, it would be nice to get another Princess Diaries. I feel like it would be kind of easy too, storyline-wise, to jump right in, because at this point, with how much older she's gotten since filming that, she's now been able to be queen of Genovia for a while. So it'd be interesting to see like how much it's progressed, like the country and like the things she's done, and come up with a storyline for her actually getting married. Because the second one, you know, she was trying to be forced into being married and she didn't have to. So it'd be kind of interesting to go back now and make it to where she does get married and call it like Princess Diaries, the Royal Wedding, or something like that, you know. I don't know. I think it would work really well. Y'all, look at this. I think it's coming together. It's coming together. My vision's coming together a little bit. It's taken a while, but I think it's pretty cool. I think this is turned out to be a pretty cool little spot. I'll put some fun little lights too. Yeah, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew with this lot. This lot's gonna take a while for us to finish, but that's okay. I'm trying not to stress about it. There's just so many builds that we need to get through. But I'm trying to have fun doing it and not stress out about it. Ooh, I like how that like comes over the fountain there. I still want something back up behind this in some capacity. What's this one? Oh. Put that back there. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe I do one more layer of this. I can't put my finger on it. There's just something about... Oh, well... Maybe put this back there. Lower this a little bit. Maybe something back in this corner would help too. I could get one of... Yes, grab it. Grab it. Put that there. And then maybe we could get one that's a little bit bigger, but smaller than that. Oops. So this one's 0.5, so maybe we could scale this one to like 0.65. Oh, it needs to be smaller. 0.6, and then maybe make... Nope. That one, 0.4. Something like that. Take any 2000s Anne Hathaway movie sequel. Yeah. Anne Hathaway's always been one of my favorite actresses. Always. Okay, I need a little more shape and dimension back here. So maybe I scoot that over. I'll lower it back down. I want something else, like maybe one of these would actually look good. Like that. Maybe lower it just a little bit. Curious to see what this looks like in live mode over here. I'm sure it looks cool. Might be able to still put some of these over here. That's like a little silly, I guess. I can size them down though. Well, they still look kind of silly. I don't know. Lights over here are gonna be a little weird if I put them on the wall. Outdoor lights. Let's get us some outdoor lights over here. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. My intrusive thought, I don't want to say it, but now I kind of do. I'm not going to. Meow, 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 meow. I can't do that to y'all. I might say it at some point. Lantern on a pole. Oh, that's actually really cute. And it comes in red. Wait a second. Oh, we could do something with this over here. Like, I like the idea of it sized down a little bit. Because I was still going to come back over here and fill this part in with more red. I feel like the red... we started with the red, and then we did a lot with, like, the orange and then the yellow. So I feel like the red is kind of lackluster. So we're going to have to go back over here and do something, but that could be fun. I need to remember... So Snowy Escape has some red stuff we could put... Maybe. Ooh. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know. I was wanting to put like hanging lights, but I'm not sure those are gonna work very well. I could get the... Wait. Yeah, it doesn't. It's too long. I could get the ant lights. It's not like we need to walk under this. So I could use these sized up if I wanted. And then we have a thing from Enchanted by Nature that is just like a small piece. And that's what I'm thinking we can put on the other right here. Or no. I saw the vine part. I was like, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, it's not wall decor. Okay. My bad. This. Oh, no. Raise you up. Raise you up. Lift me up before you go down. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I need you to cooperate with me just a little bit more than you are right now. Please and thank you. Put that there and then... Okay, nighttime. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. And then we can get like some lanterns too. Oh, those are cute actually. It's not what I was thinking of. I'm gonna wait because we're gonna do something fun with the purple when we get to that side of the botanical gardens. We're gonna use Enchanted by Nature a lot for the purple. These are nice and big. Put one of those. Maybe just have the one right there. This is such a big spot right here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. I think that is really nice. Blotty bleep blot blue. I want something. Okay, what if I scoot this in a little? Get a second one of those there just to fill it in. Yeah, a little bit more. Ba-da-dee-bum-bum. Oh my gosh, I've only been live for an hour and a half. That's crazy. It feels like I've been live for a lot longer. I'm used to things taking me like so long to do. With how much I've been talking too, I'm a little surprised. But it is not as late as I thought it was. Now we do have these. I could put one of these between the benches. Didn't realize that was kind of clipping in a little bit. Whoopsies. I think we've gotten a lot done too. Oh, it's because I cut the stream off and restarted it. That's why. I was like, there's no way it's only been an hour and a half because it's almost 8:30. I started 2.5 hours ago. I was like, how in the world has it only been an hour and a half? That's why. That's funny. I kind of forgot we had to restart the stream. Okay. That makes sense now. I was freaking out. I was like, there's no way that it's only been an hour and a half. I'm wondering, this might be silly and not look good, but with the topiaries, like, what if we had the bases of them? No, that looks not so great. That doesn't look good. It comes up too high. I feel like that looks weird. It's almost like it doesn't have full legs. I was trying to come up with something to make it seem more, I don't know, like pronounced, I guess. This needs to be like mirrored. If I could flip this horizontally, because the contour is like the opposite of what I want it to be. Oh, that kind of works actually. But see, it kind of looks silly because it cuts the feet off. I was wanting to do something. I wish it wasn't a mound. I wish it was just kind of outlined. If I sink it just a little bit. I don't know. It's like, I like the concept. I just don't know if it's gonna work really well for what I'm going for. Can't do it for all of them. Yeah, like this one's flat. This one is too. It's the mounded ones that are a bit more awkward. This one almost fits the cat. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it to be like displayed properly. Let me move this. Oh, oops. You think it looks cool? Thank you. I think it does too. I can't explain very well what I'm wanting or like why I want it to be like this. It just makes it seem more like art. You know, it's kind of like putting a picture in a frame. I want the topiaries to be framed by something. I think that's the best analogy I can think of it. This definitely looks a lot better than the mounded one. I like the fun shape with the mounded one. This one, I might just leave. I like that. Because this, I don't foresee myself using this for any of them. I don't know if this would work. Yeah. Honestly, I could have the pathway kind of go. And then this general direction. Like that. And that could help define our pathway a little bit more. So we could have more of a hard line right here. I like the curvature with the hill behind it. And then what we could do, if we move this more here, then we could put some like bushes and shrubs around that to fill it in more with the greenery that we have back here, to tie it in a little bit better. And honestly, I could technically elevate these just a little bit. That way we don't really lose the feet. This looks weird right now. Let me like just, for the sake of it looking a little less weird, let me just go ahead and like fill this in. And so what I'd probably do at this point is I would move the path, whoops, over. No, do that. A little bit more. And that's why I never want to put the pathway down first, because you never know how what you want to do is going to change the direction of it. So I'll bring it around this way a little bit more instead. And then let me get the eraser. And I will kind of have it be like that a little bit more. Yeah. And ironically enough, this is right, almost like exactly in line with the bridge too. So it's kind of like a nice sight line with how this fits in. So kind of cool. Might move you over here a little bit more, like that. Fun. And then with this one, the mound piece that I just deleted would have been perfect for that. Let me see. Where is that? Debug, live edit. The circular one. Yeah, like we have all of these fun little shapes. We do get a square one. That could be interesting. I don't know if would that work with the elephant maybe? I'll leave that out. Oh, we get a big rectangular one. Ooh, let's do that. Oh, and we get one like this. Wait a second. Well, actually, no, I think I still kind of like the shape of this. Never mind. Now, we could, if we wanted to have some continuity with it, we could put this sculpture here. Let me see. I might size it down. Because this fits the shape. I could have the path go more this way. I can scoot the tree over. Now, I get it's not a topiary, but kind of the same idea in practice with having a sculpture here. Within that, I'm feeling pretty good about this. It's coming together, and then instead of it being like such a sharp, it's not really a sharp angle, but y'all know what I'm saying. Instead of it being like that, we can like, I don't know how I want this to be just yet. I want to keep that bush there, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. It just ties in the elements, I think, a little bit better. Oops. Thanks, Mel. I appreciate it. I always need to think through things on stream, I feel like. Okay, so we have this. Size this down. It is on the hill, so this could be a little tricky. It might not work very well. Do it like it's built into the side of the hill, and I think that's kind of cool looking. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm gonna save. Yeah, this is definitely making me like the topiary part a bit more. So I was thinking about that last time when we were working on it. I was like, how do I want this to like look more interesting? Because it blends in so much with the grass and stuff. So having the frames around them like this, I'm calling them frames, but y'all know what I mean, makes it just fit better, I feel like. Honestly, we could do another one of these. Oh, that looks kind of cool. How it's like built into the hillside too. And it helps define the way up to the door. I might scoot it back more this way. And then I can like lower it. What if we actually pull it all the way over? It might not be enough. Yeah, that's too much. I can already tell. I can't elevate that as much. Let me see. Put this That one might work right there. Let's see what we can get away with. Yeah, let me scoot this back just a little bit more. Yeah, it's not quite. It needs to still come up just a smidge. That's fine. It's still the same idea. Maybe we could put like a bench or something here too. You never know. We'll see. But that works there. I like how that helps shape the space a little bit more. I'm getting into this now. It's coming together. Then we have our little elephant here. Actually, yeah, I can actually size that down and it'd be fine. Scoot it more this way. Okay, it needs to come more that direction. I don't know if I like that shape as much, but I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. What if I angle it just a little bit this direction? I don't know if I'm gonna like that as much. I don't know about that one in particular. This one's interesting too. We get some really interesting shapes, which I appreciate. I like having the options. I'm trying to use like some of the curved pieces to help with shaping the pathway. So that's why I like the idea of this curved piece. And it kind of helps define a space here if we wanted to put like a little bench or something. I might try that. I think I could do something cool with this area here. And then for the tree here, I'm gonna leave that. I don't want like a little thing under that. Same with this. Now these are small, so we have to be a little bit cautious. Like I could make this smaller, but that's the mound one, which I don't want. We don't have a circular one that's flat, which is kind of annoying. But this is fine. We could use this, and then I'm thinking I can still put like plants on the sides of it to fill it in. Just additional landscaping. But I think that's cute. Antoine, is it Antoine? Williams Gaming, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Got your sub. You get on the sub tree. But welcome in. I'm gonna put you up on the sub tree. Our tree's getting filled, y'all. It's getting full. Let's see. Glad you're doing well. I don't want to overuse the oval shaped one. Now, this one I technically used now over in the fountain space right here. I'm almost not sure if I want to use it again. Like, we could. It's not a big deal. And obviously, if I'm gonna reuse one, the dog one would be the one I would want to reuse. No offense, but you can take offense. It just won't change the outcome. For Mia's sake. For Mia's sake. I elevate this just a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. 0.05. I really don't like the way the mound looks, but it is what it be. This one still looks funny to me. I'm just trying to not worry about it too much, though. I think it won't look as weird whenever we do whatever we do here. Whatever this turns into. Yeah, now. So, like, what I was thinking of was, like, maybe we could even instead bring the path further down this way, so it kind of goes with the edge of this. I don't know. I don't know yet. But I was thinking of this being like an area that we have like a bench, just a little relaxing space of some sort. We could put a trash can here too. We're gonna have to go through and put trash cans, light posts, and things like that. But just as an example, like we could have a little trash can over here, and then get a bench. That's pretty. We could like put these over here. Like not using the same bench everywhere. But I think that makes it fun. I like the idea that maybe someone, maybe this is like a bench in memory of someone. So maybe people donate benches or pay for benches in honor of a recently deceased relative or something like that. But I think this is like a really cute idea to use the space this way. We might be able to do something else too. I like the idea too of having a space where we have the a couple of chess tables. That seems like a very kind of park thing to me, like in the movies, you know, and like in New York City, Central Park, I think they have like a space where they have all the chess tables that you can go out and play and stuff. So I think it would be a vibe to have that somewhere in this part of the lot. I don't know where exactly yet, but that's also something that's in the plan. That's in the works. Okay, let me grab some plants because like I'm still gonna try and fill in this stuff around. what I was saying. Like, this lot's going to take a while because it's going to have so many little details that are going to have to get finished. It's like, I don't want to just leave the sides unfinished. Like, I feel like it'd be weird to kind of just have this be plain rock. I can't really fit trees in because of the building, so I want there to be some greenery kind of growing through. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this one. Put this. I think I want this in the corner instead. Let me move this plant, both of those for a second. Well. Shooby-dooby-doo. Boom. Shooby-dooby-doo. Whoops. Ah, get out of tab mode. Oh, is that 0.5? Like, see how it takes up a lot of time, but it definitely, like, really transforms it. It makes it look so much better, in my opinion. So it's gonna take time. This whole build's gonna take a while. Definitely more than I was intending for it to take. Boop, boop, boom. It's gonna look a lot more finished. Makes such a difference, yeah. I think so too. And I mean, I have fun doing it, right? Y'all know. Not like some of these other simmers cranking out builds in one stream, but what I crank out, in my opinion, is high quality. Oh, this is so... Oh. I didn't know we had this. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Well, now I want to use this. Wait, what if I put it here? It fits. Let me see. I want to... Okay. I know it's a bit crowded. This area here. It's a bit crowded. I don't know how much further I can get away with sizing this down. So, I don't know if we have this from another pack, but this is Enchanted by Nature Debug, by the way. It's like cool little design, shrub design thing. That's cool. I like that. I'm gonna leave that. That's one of those things where it's like, uh-oh, I have to add it. After I see it, like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't really have another space for it because this is the best place for it for our green topiary area. Our green topiary. That was really bad, but that's okay. That's me in a nutshell. Let's see. I could put one of these like right here. I don't know why it keeps like kind of twitching. I'm gonna save. Boom, wham, wham. Now I could get these smaller ones and kind of put them on the edges. One thing I think that would be really cute is if we got a ball of yarn sized up here. And we get a green one. Or I could like get a spherical shrub and we could pretend that it's yarn, but I like the idea of getting an actual green ball of yarn. I think that's cute. Oh man, I really needed this, y'all. Not to make it about me, but I really needed. I'm glad that I was able to stream tonight. It's taking my mind off the stress a little bit. Could kind of still keep with the same idea here. Can maybe keep it a little bit bigger for this area. Do I want it to be like that, or actually in the direction kind of the bunny more so? I think I like it better that way. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we got that laid out a little bit better now. I'm liking this area a bit more now. I was a little worried with the idea that it wasn't going to come together very well. I don't really have that concern as much anymore. I don't know if we can actually use this as the underlying. But I like the idea of using this down here. Mac VSP, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the 22 streams. I like how high this comes up off the ground, so I don't feel as inclined to fill it in as much either. So I'm thinking I could do like maybe just some simple. Oh, we get this in the white. I don't know if that's gonna look quite right though. Nah, I don't want that. Thinking more like bush. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. It's been a stressful week, but I'm glad that I'm able to decompress now a little bit. I have some big decisions to make with moving soon. So I looked at apartments yesterday and today. And I'm not sold 100% on any of them, but I have to get moving here in like a month, so I don't want to wait till the last minute. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that one's even bigger. I love these. I knew I was forgetting one earlier that I like using. This was the one I was thinking of. A little late for that now, isn't it? It's a little late. Just a little late. I could put it in here with this, though. Boom. Bow, wow, wow, wait. I mean, I could get really wild with the landscaping in this. If I did that, I'd want this to actually be bigger. Boom, boom. Ba-da-da-dum-dum-ba-dum. I think I'd want it to be a little mix and match more so. Boom, boom. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. I know this is kind of silly, but I kind of want to put an egg under the chicken. Is that just a little too out there? I feel like it'd be funny. Lurk away. Happy to have you here. Should we put a little chicken or a little egg under the chicken? I think it's funny. I think that's so funny. Okay, so we'll do that. It's like a little quirky kind of vibe to it. Also, I didn't realize till now. Wait, what happened? I feel like that was not crooked like this. Now that's bothering me. Wait, was it always like that? How did I not notice that? Maybe because I had the graph off. I bet that's what it was. Oh man, that bothers me now. I'm probably gonna leave it, but yeah, because then it's gonna raise that up, and I gotta move everything. It actually doesn't make everything have to move that much to fix that to be more straight. Okay, that's not that bad. Let me see. Let me elevate minus, I don't remember where this was, 0.2-ish. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know how I went that whole time without noticing that, though. That was kind of funny. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Let me pull this stuff back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's about as small as it's gonna get. I feel like this was lower. Maybe. Maybe. No. Push this back in now. A little bit. I'll do little tweaks here and there. Bring you up just a little bit more. Put the egg there. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Where's the other one? I think that's the one I've been trying to grab. Oh, I also think that needs to go back a little bit more. Okay. Let's see here. Scale this back to like 0.18-ish. There we go. That's better. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that took an extra few minutes, but I think it was worth it. It doesn't bother me as much now. I don't know how I didn't realize it was that crooked. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick little chat break. How's everyone doing? Anyone playing Sims tonight? Anyone have fun plans this weekend? Cool. It's growing on me a lot. I'm liking this part more. This was a part of the build that I was a little nervous about, but it's becoming a really good favorite of mine, I feel like. See, I'm adding up, like I'm showing y'all a little bit of the apartment that I toured today. Let's see. I think it's that, yeah. So upload those. It might not let me. I'm like trying to upload to Google Drive and it's saying some weird. An error occurred while fetching the destination folder. What's that supposed to mean? Leaving for the US tomorrow and I've done 15% of the necessary packing. Well, that's awesome. It's a big trip. You're playing BG3. Why does that sound... What's BG stand for? I feel like I know what that stands for. I just can't quite remember. I need to scoot over. Hi, playing Far Cry 5. Nice. Baldur's Gate. Yes. Okay. I knew as soon as I was like, I know what this stands for. Yeah, I have a Lebanon flag. One of my best friends is from Lebanon, and she sent me that in one of the gift packages that she gave me. There we go. Okay. Upload. Yay, they're uploading. Okay. So I just have like a couple of videos. I'll get y'all's initial thoughts on this. Like I said, this apartment I really like. It ticks like almost all the boxes. It's just the location is the biggest negative about it. I don't like the city that it's in as much. But I thought I'd share with y'all what the spontaneous tour from today was. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I was chatting in the Discord earlier. I think I left a voice message actually. So if you want to join the Discord, we like to have a lot of fun in there. You're prepping to record your first Sims 4 video of her. Oh, that's awesome. Good luck with that. I am planning on doing another upload soon. I don't know if I'm going to do one this weekend or not, but I just did an upload earlier this week on a speed build, a doggy daycare speed build. Yeah, exactly. Not looking forward to that country, but I'm looking forward to the things I'll do while there. I feel that. I completely understand too. Okay, let me see if I can get this pulled up now. I think it should play. Oh, it's got to process it. Yeah, okay. So it'll work. It'll work on the window. Okay, I'm going to share with y'all just a little bit and see what y'all think. I don't think I have this scene set up. Oh, I do. Okay. I do have it set up. I know it's just a black screen. Give me a second. Okay. So that one's still processing. This is the apartment I saw today. I know I'm kind of covering it up a little bit. This is the bedroom space and little closet. And you can kind of see the kitchen, the living room. So this is what I'm looking at right now. It's really cute. It's really cute. And then one thing that it didn't show yet is there's a den space. This is the big selling point for me. So the other side of the front door leads to this area. So it's a den. This is where my gaming setup would be.
Yeah, I like the layout a lot.
So
I haven't seen one like this before.
I was talking about the thermostat. The thermostat looked really weird. But right off to the left of the front door is that den space, which I love. Like that's where all of this would go, and I'd be able to have a whole like nice display behind me and have a whole fun dedicated space. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But again, it's not in a place that I really want to be. I think I accidentally put a picture of like, yeah, just the washer dryer. But that's the one I looked at today. I'm not going to show y'all all of the ones that I've looked at, but that was the spontaneous trip for the day today. It was a lot of fun, though. just to like see it and everything. But like I said, it's 911 square feet. So I love the size of it. I love the layout of it. Again, I can upgrade the internet package. They have like a bulk Wi-Fi situation, kind of like my current complex. The place here never said I could upgrade. I'm kind of wondering now if that was a possibility, but this place was like, you can upgrade to whatever package you want. So I would get like a faster internet speed, even though it's not with a provider that I would prefer, but we'll see. We would see how it goes. But I love everything about it. It's that it's in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And no hate to Fredericksburg. It's just I've been looking forward to Richmond more so. And like just preparing myself mentally to go to Richmond. If you're not familiar at all, that's fine. But essentially, I live in Alexandria. Richmond's about an hour, 45 minutes south of here. Fredericksburg is kind of right in the middle. So it's like the midpoint between Alexandria and Richmond. So it's kind of like I could get to both Alexandria if I wanted to come back up here, see friends, or I could go down to Richmond. Pretty much they're both an hour away. Which is not that bad. But I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings right now. Way more to do in Richmond. I don't know what trade-offs I'm willing to make. Honestly, financially, the best thing for me to do actually would be the one I just showed y'all. That is the biggest apartment and also the cheapest out of all of the apartments I've looked at. Hands down, the cheapest. Like, that apartment y'all just saw with the internet, all of the fees, everything is cheaper than the base rent of all of the apartments in Richmond. So it's like a big pro financially, but it's like, would I actually be happy there too, though? I don't know. Either way, Richmond and Fredericksburg would be cheaper than what I have here. Did Alexa just speak to me? I don't know. Oh, you live in Richmond? That's funny. Yeah, I toured. I was in Richmond all day yesterday. I was touring places in Old Town. I was touring places in the Fan Museum District area. I was touring places in Scott's Addition. Kind of all over the place. But your building has an exclusive agreement with Videotron. Oh, interesting. Each unit has individual contracts, so you can decide if you want to upgrade or not. Yeah, that's kind of like how this sounds like. I don't think that's the case for where I currently live. Everyone has to use, it's single digits is the name of the provider here, which I had never heard of. But I was never told that I could upgrade. But the place I toured today, they were like, yeah, if you want, you can upgrade. They can come in, they can change the Ethernet ports because the Ethernet ports there right now are in the living room and the bedroom. And I was like, yeah, I'd want the Ethernet port to be in the den space. And they were like, yeah, you just call them up and they'll change it, which was really nice too. So I could get faster internet speed. They use Subway. Something Subway is the name of the internet provider there too. I was like, I've never heard of that. But if I could get a 2 gig internet speed, like, I don't care who's providing it as long as I could do that reasonably. So 200 internet's included. Nice. Yeah, go up to 2 gig. Yeah, it goes like for us, it's like starts at 1 gig and then you can go to 1.2 and then you can go to 2. But I told them, I was like, well, I like to stream, so I'd probably just try to do the 2 gig because hopefully that would solve so many issues with the issues that we've had before, especially when I was multi-streaming. But anyway, it's a lot. I'm trying to figure out what I want. I really want a second bedroom. Like, I really, really want a second bedroom or a den space. Like, that's super important to me. And all the places in Richmond it just doesn't work out. One place I was looking at has 2 bedrooms, but they're all not available till September. And I have to leave August 30th is my last day. So it's like I'd have to potentially move my stuff into a storage unit for like a week and then move it again to get that apartment. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's worth that or not, but all right, like I don't care what you call yourself, just speak. I love my second bedroom. Yeah. Use it as a guest room, perfect for having visitors. Yeah. It's just nice to have the extra space too, and like you get the extra closet space. I will say, like, all the places I've been looking at in Richmond, and I don't speak obviously for every single complex, but all the ones I've been seriously considering and touring have limited closet space. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I do think I know what it is. Richmond, I can't speak to a lot of its history, but there are a ton of warehouses and factories. I think it was like a very industrious place historically. But Richmond has like a huge industrial vibe where they have converted a lot of old warehouse buildings into apartments. And I think that's why they don't have, they have some very unique floor plans. I'll just leave it at that. But limited closet space has been a very consistent thing that I've noticed, and a big difference from where I've been the past 5 years. Master bedroom in your apartment has a massive walk-in. Shocked when I first moved in. Yeah, I have so much stuff, and I always try to get rid of stuff whenever I move, but it doesn't always end up being as much as I think it's going to be. So my walk-in closet is cluttered up, like not in a good way. It has a ton of stuff in it, and my other closet does too. I have a lot of Christmas decorations, which takes up a lot of my closet space. Never saw the unit before you signed the contract. That's what I did. I never saw this unit in person. I looked online. They had a virtual tour online of it, and I went ahead and signed it. I just came one day after I had already applied and before I applied, I looked around the area, and that was it. I just blindly moved here. I should just switch it back to me. We're kind of close to the end of the stream, so I'm enjoying the chatting. If y'all are wanting to continue chatting, I can chat for like another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. But I'm just really stressed out right now because I don't know. It's just finances are really stressful. Thanks for the follow. Bye, hater. Thank you so much. Happy to have you here. Oh, wait. Did our plant grow? I don't have it on this screen. Did it grow some more? Oh, it might not have clocked it, or it might take it a second to update. But like I said, Richmond, it's more expensive than the one I looked at today. But it's kind of like a good in-between because it's still cheaper than what I pay here. So I'd still save money, just maybe not as much money. But I do like the location better than the apartment I looked at today. So I still kind of want to do the Richmond one, even though I don't like the apartment as much, potentially. But we'll see. Gotta hydrate? Okay, gotta hydrate. To you. But yeah. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And if y'all missed the beginning of the stream, if you've been here listening to what I've been saying the past 15 minutes or so, what's making it complicated is that my top choice right now in Richmond has a unit that is 1 bedroom and they have a 2-bedroom that's not available till September 5th, which is the day before my birthday, by the way. But I called them today and they were like, yeah, we can't move it up any because they need you know, enough time for their contractors and cleaners to come in and prep the unit. But I thought it was worth trying to see, because I even told them I would apply for it today if they could guarantee an earlier move-in date. But they have a 2-bedroom unit that is only $10 more a month than the 1-bedroom, which doesn't make any sense to me. And it's a corner unit, so I only have one neighbor on one side. I don't have to deal with 2 neighbors on either side of the apartment, which is a huge pro. Y'all know, if you've been around for a while, the noise issues I've had, the fewer neighbors I have, the better. So that's a huge pro for me. So I'm really seriously considering, one of my friends said I could live with him for a few days in DC until my apartment is available. I just really don't want to hassle with having to move all of my stuff 2 times. One to a storage unit and then again to get into the apartment. That's the biggest kind of con about that. So, oh, you're back from ads. Oh, I'm so sorry if you missed that. I kind of have to make my final decision in the next 5 days or so. Because they have specials, you know, like these complexes have specials where apply within 24 hours or 48 hours and you get a month free rent or cheaper rent for your, like, whatever it is. One of them has a promo that they just extended. Today was supposed to be the last day and they extended it another 6 days. So I have until the end of the month if I want to seriously consider moving there. So I want the 1 month free rent. That's a big, you know, pro as well. So I don't know. I love moving to new places too. I was talking about that to one of my friends, and I think right now I'm in such a, this is kind of like rock bottom for me right now. And like my version of rock bottom, because career-wise, I still don't know at all what I'm doing. I don't even have like a full-time with benefits salary job. I'm just contracting right now. So I'm a little lost. And then on top of that, with moving, I don't really have anything tying me down necessarily anymore in a way. So it's like I can go anywhere, but I also can't because it's expensive to do really big moves. I moved from Austin to DC and that cost me thousands of dollars to do that move, and I can't do that right now. I just can't afford it. So it's kind of like I'm stuck, kind of, if that makes sense. Like I just feel stuck. Like I can't go far. I have to kind of stay in the area, but I can't afford to live in this area anymore, especially once my student loans, with all this litigation that's been going on, like part of my student loans have been in forbearance until the safe plan stuff got figured out. So those resume later this year. In a couple of months, I'll have to start paying that portion back. I've been paying loans that are also mine under my mom's name because I took plus loans out for grad school. And so those are super expensive. But like knowing that the safe plan's gone now, thanks to the current administration, my loan payments are going to be a lot more expensive. So I'm trying to like prep for that, so I'm not extremely stressed out and just a little stressed out about it. So it's just kind of, it's rough. It's rough. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. It's gonna work itself out. It's just kind of a moment where I have to do what I have to do right now, which is unfortunate. I've always kind of gotten to go where I want to go. And like I'd like to get to the Pacific Northwest eventually. That's where I see myself being. Like Portland, Seattle, somewhere in that area. Maybe Denver. I like Denver whenever I've gone to Denver, but I just can't afford to do a cross-country move right now, unfortunately. So this next step is a temporary step. I don't know how temporary, but it's kind of like just got to do what you got to do. So not have done it for free, but received a student subsidy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Portland, I've never been. But everything I read about it, like, I already know that I would fit in there. I know it's the vibe for me. It's one of those places where I would blindly move to. I don't need to visit it. I know I would love it. That and Seattle. Seattle's just more expensive, so I like the idea of living in Portland, and then Seattle's like 45 minutes away. It's like not that far away, I don't think. I haven't looked at that in a long time, though. It might be like an hour and a half away. Actually, it might be further than that, even. It's been a while since I've looked at that. Not only done it for free, but also received a subsidy. Oh, okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So my plan was I was going to have the last week of August and the first week of September off. Now, obviously, if I get into the apartment complex on the 5th of September, like if I were to do that 2-bedroom unit, then I would probably change that up a little bit because the 5th is like on a Friday, I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't looked, but I remember my birthday being on a Saturday, I think, so that's the only reason why I think that's right. So my schedule has been wonky, and it will continue to be wonky over the next month or so, just because of all these life changes and transitions. So I'm planning on moving my streaming stuff first. That way I can go ahead and get all of that set up in my new place wherever I go. And then I could still stream at the designated times if I have as long as I have my bed and my streaming equipment, then I could stay there on Tuesday, Thursdays, and be there Sunday morning while I'm transitioning between cities. So I don't expect my stream schedule to be that interrupted. It just depends, though. Like cost of living. Instead, I did a school in the U.S. that costs, $57K per year. Yep, I feel that. I know I've been open about it. I think I even have it on my Twitch somewhere, but like I have $350,000 in student debt. I was in school, I got 4 degrees. I was in school for 11 and a half years. So I have a lot of student debt. A lot of student debt. Very stressful. It's very stressful. It's more stressful because everything is so inconsistent. And that's what a lot of people don't understand whenever they're like saying, you need to pay for your debt. It's your fault. Like, I'm not trying to get out of not paying my debt. I'm tired of the rates changing. I'm tired of the interest changing. I'm tired of all of the things that I signed a contract to and agreed to changing. Like, your mortgage rate doesn't change. Like, things like that don't change. Once you sign the contract, that is your payment. Student loans, your payment can fluctuate so much. I don't see how it's legal, and that's what's so frustrating and infuriating. It can change from year to year so easily. And the interest rates change all the time too. So that's what's so obnoxious whenever I hear people making the argument, or not argument, but just like saying, well, you knew what you're signing up for. It's like, yeah, I did at the time, but they keep changing the goalposts and they keep changing all of the parameters around it and the forgiveness options and things like that. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. But anyway, like I have plus loans that are under my mom's name, and those are the ones I've been paying. And like I pay over $800 a month on that alone. And then the loans under my name were over $200. So I'm looking at over $1,000 a month. That was with the Biden Save plan. Now that Trumpy wants to get rid of the SAFE plan, my payment goes from a little over $200 potentially to over $600 a month. Yay! So $1,400 a month in payments for my student loans on top of everything else. So it's just really frustrating to keep getting financially secure and figured out, and then everything changes. And then it's just going to continue changing over time. It's like, it's exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. Still catching up with your first semester payment plan in your PhD program. Oh man, I wish you the best. I really do. Yeah. I'm very fortunate I got out of my PhD program as quickly as I did, because I did not want to rack up even more in student loans. It's crazy. The payoff is honestly just not like it used to be. It really isn't. I'm almost just like, it's not really even worth going into debt over, because you don't make that much more money. You really don't. Not anymore. The job market is absolute garbage right now. Absolute garbage. I was seeing the first time where I think the unemployment rate for college graduates was higher than the national unemployment rate. And it's like the first, I don't know if it's the first time historically for that to have ever happened, but it's definitely unprecedented. Yeah, smart thing to do is flee the country and never come back. It's like, well, a little bit of dark humor, okay. I was saying one time, it's like, well, maybe I'll get deported because then that cancels out my student debt. And then I can come back. Dark humor. I'm not at all making light of that situation with what's happening to people. But I'm just like, can I be deported? Please deport me. I also just probably wouldn't want to come back in the first place. So, oh man, a little dark humor, but this is fun. I like chatting. I said this a long time ago, but like months ago, I had thought about before doing like just a fun chat stream every once in a while, like at least one a month or something, where literally I just get on here for a few hours and we just chat about anything and everything. Maybe I should do more of those. Thanks for the follow, Dragonfly. Wait, it keeps scrolling. Tier Chronicles. Dragonfly Tier Chronicles. Thank you for the follow. Guest room in Montreal to come hide away in. Thank you. Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad that you didn't take out more loans. Yeah, I even had a job. Like, I had a job through grad school. I actually had 2 or 3 jobs at one point, and then I was actually working full time in a salary role for my first job. While I was finishing my last year of my PhD, which was nice, but still couldn't afford to pay for school though. And my school was covered with my TA-ship, but like you still have to work and you still have to live. Like it didn't pay for everything or anything like that. My stipend was decent, but it did not cover my expenses. But anyone who has student debt, I feel for you. Trust me. I feel for you. Like I said, when my payments resume here in a couple of months, in totality, the ones under my mom's name have never stopped. But once mine resume as well, that's $1,100 a month just gone for student loan payment. And that's being optimistic. That was with the save plan. So I have no idea what my payment's going to be. That's another thing that I find to be very annoying is I won't know until like 3 weeks before the first payments, when payments resume, what my payment is going to be. And that's another thing that I was talking about, how with student loans, I'm fine with paying my debt back, but I'm tired of the games with not knowing what my payments are and how they always change. Like, that should be illegal, period. That's not right. That student loans are the only loans that are like that. No other loans do things like that. It's crazy. Your cup is tea. Thank you so much. It actually has a little quote in it too. That's really cute. Might be hard to read, but it says, "You make the world a brighter place just by being in it." And all of you do. All of you do. Got to figure out what your servicer is first. Mine's Nelnet. I was with was it Silver Lakes? Silver Lake? I don't remember now, but they transitioned to Nelnet, or like sold it off to Nelnet, and I've been with Nelnet ever since so far. I know a lot of people are getting like their provider changed from Nelnet to other ones. Mine hasn't changed so far, but thank you so much. Oh, me. Life's just lifing hard right now for me. So if I seem out of it, that's why. I just feel really lost right now. Like, I'm not happy with my career. I'm not happy with my living situation. I'm being forced into a situation that I don't want to be in with where I'm moving. So, you know, just being open with y'all. I don't think I've really been quite this transparent with things before. But, you know, I'm trying to keep up with my content. I genuinely do. I have the dream, right? Just like so many other people, of doing this full time and for a living in the future. So I'm still going to be doing YouTube content and streaming, and I genuinely love it. I love hanging out with y'all. I love playing games, simulation games. And a lot of people don't even realize it, which is fair because I play Sims 4 primarily, but my name's Dr. Sims because I like to play simulation games. It's not just because of the Sims franchise, but just sim games in general, and I have a lot of games that I'd like to play, but I just don't have time. I don't want to like just stream Sims once a week or something like that. Sims is my favorite one, so that's why I play it primarily. But thanks for all the vibes. Thank you. Your loans are in the safe for, yeah, mine are too, Mac. Mine are too. Yeah, so we have a few months before those kick back in, although the interest will kick in a week. So you're the priority there, so don't forget that. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of us are in the save. A lot of us got screwed. A lot of us got screwed with the current administration. I don't hold back when it comes to that stuff, so. I genuinely don't understand why the purpose is to make everyone's lives harder except people who make a lot of money. I don't understand that mentality. I don't. Yeah. Don't understand it. And, you know, I have been open about this before, but I mean, I cut off my family because of the past election too. So it's not like I even really have that great of a safety net necessarily. So that's like an added stressor because it's not like I can just go back home. I don't want to be home. That's not a safe place for me, quite frankly. So, I'm like on my own. I am 100% on my own. And I kind of always have been, but it's always been nice in the back of my mind to have the safety net, and that's kind of gone now. So I have a bio master's and been struggling with your job hunt. Hoping to get something soon. Also looking at going back to school for a medical lab tech program. Yeah, I know a lot of people are struggling. I mean, I was struggling to find a new job back when I was applying. And I was applying for months, and I will say I stood my ground a few times, though, to be fair. Like, there was one where they laid out the application process, the interview process, and I was like, no. For the amount of pay and the level of position, it does not make sense for me to go through 6 rounds. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. And I told them that. I was like, that's ridiculous. I have enough experience. I can do the job. I have the skills. If you don't trust that, then I see that as a red flag. I'm not going to do work for y'all for free. So just, I know there comes a point when you can't be picky like that. So, choose your battles, but at the same time, just make sure you're always fighting for yourself too. Y'all know I do that. I had this issue this past week with one of the companies I'm contracted out with. I still hadn't been paid for my work in June. And I emailed the manager and CC'd accounts payable and was like, I'm no longer working until I get my paycheck. I said, I'm pausing my work with y'all until I get paid. I got paid the same day. So always stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself. And I do want to make clear, like, it was not the management at all. She's not in charge of that, obviously. She's not an accounts payable. But she was frustrated for me, and she understood where I was coming from. She was like, you do what you got to do. And she was supportive of it. She's been wonderful, but it's just this company in particular has had issues with this before with contractors and stuff. It's kind of crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, I don't get it either. I really don't. I submitted my invoice on the 1st of July and did not get paid until I think it ended up being the 22nd, 23rd, just a few days ago. It was crazy. I was stressing out too because whenever you apply for apartment complexes, they want your income. So whenever you're going to do that and put your bank statements in, I was like, I'm not going to have a paycheck for this month, so I'm not going to get approved for an apartment. So this is like actually putting my housing in jeopardy. So I was like, this needs to get sorted out ASAP. That's what was making it an added stressor that normally wouldn't be as much of a stressor. So you're in the film industry, how some companies don't want to pay. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm sorry that you have to deal with that too. It's not fun. It's not fun. Meanwhile, other companies that I work with, I get paid in 2 to 3 business days. It's like a quick transaction thing. Really great. But love to show up in people's offices, makes it harder. Yeah, makes you hard to ignore. I'm very much, it's kind of funny. People don't realize it because I am like kind of bubbly. I try to stay positive mostly, especially on streams and stuff whenever we're chatting. But like when it comes to the work environment, I'm easy to work with. But at the same time, I will speak up and I will say my piece, like always. I'm not afraid to speak up, say something if it's stupid. Like I won't say that it's stupid, but you know what I'm saying? Like I will be like, that's not a great way to go. Or I will butt heads with whoever. And I did that a lot with our CEO. Because he wants to be really involved in research stuff and he'll make claims. I'm like, no, like this does not work. You can't say this. Like, nope, I'm not doing that. That's not ethical. Like, I'm constantly very cut dry whenever it comes to work. Now I've learned to just be very blunt with things. And honestly, a lot of people will respect you more for it too. So, don't be afraid to speak up, I guess is one of the main things I always advocate for. Ooh, an HOA. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I never want to live somewhere with an HOA. I've seen so many bad stories on like TikTok and so many videos. I'm just like, I don't think I could deal with that. Your your consulate isn't responding to emails or phone calls. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully you get that figured out. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Brother's like that, and he works for a gas station. I won't say which one out of legality. Oh man. Yeah. It's an interesting world. I think now more than ever, you gotta be able to say the hard things. You know, that's what's gonna not make you stand out, but I mean that's what's necessary now. Loyalty is not a thing anymore in the workplace, not nearly as much as it used to be. It's be a mess, yeah. I think that's generally government's favorite thing to do everywhere, I feel like at this point. Well, well, I hope for all of you, if you're looking for jobs, that you find something. I really do. That's going to be my next big thing after I figure out where I'm going to live. And once I get moved and settled in, I'm going to be going back to the job market. I've enjoyed contracting work, but I want something that's more stable and, you know, has benefits and things like that. So I'm not going to get rid of my contracting work. I would like to compound it, like as an additive income on top of a salary. That way I can start actually maybe making a dent in my student loans. It's just crazy to me, though, that I'm going to have to, you know, literally do... it's just crazy in general how many jobs people have to have nowadays in order to just live, let alone make payments on other things. But that's my next phase. And I really want to get back into the nutrition space too. Like all of my work experience the past few years and all of my contracting experience right now, like the companies I'm contracted with, it's all ed tech. Everything is ed tech. And it's been fun to be in education. And I really do feel like I'm having a positive impact, but I want to get back into my realm. I miss the public health. I miss the health sciences research, nutritional sciences research. Like that's what I want to get back into. But just make sure you market yourself. Pick up skills that carry over fields, because that's what happened with me. My first job, before I even finished graduating with my PhD, I was in healthcare, which was not really my area of expertise. I was more in the public health sector, which you would think there is crossover. You would think that there's a lot of communication between the two, but there aren't. And there's not a ton of overlap in the actual work itself. But I had skills that translated, and then I got into the ed tech space, and now I'm like working for an AI company, an education space, all because of my statistical skills. So every field needs statisticians, needs people who do data analytics. So, you know, I can easily transfer those skills into anything, any field. So it's kind of nice because now I can say I've had, you know, experience in education, I have experience in healthcare, and it just helps make yourself a little bit more marketable in that way. Gonna have to go back to school if you ever want to follow your passion. Been too long since school. What were you wanting? What's your dream or your passion? You got the succulent? Yeah, I feel like that's one of our underused emotes. I'd love to see the succulent emote more. We have some cute little plant emotes. been trying to teach yourself some of the stats and data stuff. That's good. Bachelor's in Marketing and Environmental Policy. Nice. Yeah, like marketing is one of those nice ones, right? Can go into a lot of different fields easily. Welcome in. Thanks for the couple streams. Mariana Ramos. Mariana Ramos. Play Visage on stream? Oh, man. Oh, y'all would hear me screaming. I actually have a more cutesy horror game. It's called Midnight Walk, I think, if I remember correctly. That I'd like to play. It's like kind of Nightmare Before Christmas vibes, graphically. Now, I have talked about this before. I do have plans to do more variety stuff. However, if I played horror games and things like that, I think I would only have those as sub only streams. You know? Oh my gosh. Houseplant Girl, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, thank y'all so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was your stream? What'd you do? What'd you play? We have just been chatting. We've been chatting it up. we haven't been building for like probably close to 30 minutes now. Or around there. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see y'all. Headphones died, so raiding and running. Oh, no problem. Raid and run. Raid and run. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all having a good night or day, depending on where you're tuning in from. Thank you all so much for the follows. I'll show y'all what we've been working on, just so you can see really quickly. I've been working on this like botanical garden lot. So it's a rainbow botanical garden more specifically. So we kind of have to fill in a good bit. This is just still very unfinished. We're not done yet. But we start with our red area over here. I'm going to drag this over to this side, but I guess I should show the entrance more so. But we have our entrance over here. We come through, we get our red area. We have like a little orange sculpture garden space. So kind of a cute little area where you just come over, sit down, relax. Thank y'all so much for the follows. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our little plant's growing, y'all. Our little plant's growing. But then we have our like yellow area here. And the idea is you could like come over here. We have our little wish wall. And we have our wishing well up here by the fishing hole. A cute little gazebo area off of that. And then we have a little terrarium, vivarium kind of vibe in here. I'll show you all this in tab mode. But we have like, I'm imagining butterflies, but we have like dragonflies, fireflies, bees, the insects. It's just like a nice area to sit down, relax. We have some fountains. We have the birds in here too. And then there's like a little pathway around the whole place where people could walk around if they wanted to. Or just sit down inside the center here. And then off of that is where we start getting into the green part of the rainbow. So obviously all the plants have green, so I was trying to be more intentional with it. So we're doing like a topiary area over here with all the fun shapes of the bushes and shrubbery. And then we have a green house off of that where I'm imagining people come in and they can like buy plants or things like that over here. So we still have like some finishing touches to do over here. I just kind of got the layout figured out. And then we're going to have our blue and purple spaces over here once we get to that. But this is going to be a little area where we have our little booths, our food stall. We have bathrooms over here. And that's kind of the general vibe right now. So we still have a lot to do on this lot, but we have a lot done too. So it'll be really fun to get through and finish this up a good bit. But we were just chatting about life a little bit I'm apartment hunting. I'm moving soon and have a lot of questions that I need to answer and figure out with what I want to do with my life. And we're talking about jobs and student loans and stuff. So y'all came in at the kind of the end of my stream while we were chatting about stuff. But thank y'all for joining in. If y'all want to like chat, love to have you join in the conversation. We're all kind of trauma bonding at the moment with how expensive life is and how dumb things are right now. So thank y'all for being here. I will say too, I do a lot of content on YouTube, and I also have a lot of other builds that we're working on stream. So generally speaking, I like to stream big builds that we're working on. So I generally have multi-part streams working on different builds. So we have a set of townhomes with businesses that we're working on one lot. We have this lot, of course. We have a yellow mansion that we're working on. We have a fairy beach castle build that we're working on. I feel like I'm missing one too. Oh yeah, we have our Pride Mansion build that we still need to finish and wrap up from Pride Month. So we have lots of big builds. We do lots of fun things. I like to clutter and do a lot of detail in my builds. So if y'all like that, by all means, if you want to follow, if you haven't already, love to have you join in the fun with that. I need to catch up on all the chats, but thank you so much for the follows, y'all. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Have you played with the new occult? No, I have not. I have not played with fairies. I don't do a lot of gameplay. I primarily build. I have intention to do more gameplay in the future. But not yet. I do plan on doing the event. I'm going to stream the event next week at some point. So one of our streams next week is going to be doing all the event and getting all the rewards unlocked for that. So I'll do some gameplay then. But yeah, I want to get into more gameplay, but I have limited time to stream, and so on top of it, I'd rather just build since I like building more. Yeah. Do the event and get the free stuff. Yeah, everyone, try to do the event and get the free stuff. If y'all don't know, Dr. Sims builds. Yes, I build. I normally don't do lots like this either, but I do usually do some big builds. I do some fun builds. Like I have this fun treehouse build that took us forever to do, but very proud of it. I have a fun 7-in-1 doggy daycare center that I have a speed build on YouTube I just posted a few days ago. But lots of fun builds, I would say. We have a castle wedding venue. I did a pool party venue. This is really big. Bookstore cafe vibe. We do a lot of shell challenges. we do lots of things. So we do lots of things. But I know it's kind of weird to raid over. I'm wondering if we could go raid someone else, though, and pass it forward. There's Luina. Shell decorating fairy vibes. Shall we go raid Luina? That would be fun. I'll put the raid message in the chat. If it'll let me. If you want to copy and paste that whenever we go in. Let's go raid Luina. Let's share the love a little bit. We'll pass it forward. Thank y'all so much for a fun night tonight. It's been a blast having you here and getting into this build a good bit. And my next stream Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. We're going to work on the townhomes. So that's what we're going to do in that stream. Let's go raid. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Okay. Bye.